Hey everyone, it's your girl Lily Singh here. Today, we're diving into a topic that's super important but often overlooked, why you might not like being in your own body. Trust me, we've all been there. So let's get into it. Okay, first up is a biggie lack of self-trust. It's like trying to rock a killer outfit when deep down you're convinced you look like a dumpster fire. Not cute. When you don't trust yourself, it's crazy hard to feel good in your own skin. You start doubting everything, your choices, your abilities, even your taste in music. Though your love for early 2000s boy bands is totally valid, no judgment here. This lack of trust can show up in how you treat your body too. Maybe you overthink every bite of food or avoid looking in the mirror. It's like you're constantly at war with yourself, and trust me, that's a battle nobody wins. But don't worry, fam, there's hope. Building self-trust is like building any relationship. It takes time, effort, and a whole lot of self-love. Start by celebrating your small wins, even if it's just crushing a workout or choosing water over soda. Remember those times you doubted yourself but then totally killed it? Yeah, hold on to those memories. They're proof that you're capable of amazing things. And for those moments when the self-doubt creeps in, talk back to it. Give it a taste of its own medicine with some positive affirmations. You got this! Next up, let's talk about anger. Now, anger itself isn't a bad thing. It's a natural human emotion, like that feeling when someone tries to tell you pineapple belongs on pizza. No. But when you're constantly holding on to anger, it's like carrying around a backpack full of rocks. Heavy, exhausting, and totally unnecessary. All that anger can manifest in physical ways too. Headaches, muscle tension, even stomach problems. It's like your body's screaming at you, girl, this anger is so last season. So how do we ditch the rage and bring on the good vibes? First, identify the root of your anger. Is it something you can control? If so, make a plan to address it. If not, try finding healthy ways to release that anger. Exercise, journaling, screaming into your pillow. We've all been there. Remember, holding on to anger is like drinking poison and hoping the other person dies. It's only hurting you in the end. Let it go, sis, and watch how much lighter you feel both mentally and physically. Let's be real, fear is a part of life. It's that feeling you get when you're about to go on stage, ask your crush out, or try a new hairstyle. But here's the thing, fear can be a sneaky little, well, you know. It can disguise itself as a protective mechanism, whispering things like, don't try that, you'll fail, or just stay in your comfort zone, it's safer here. But here's the truth, growth and change happen outside of that comfort zone. When you let fear control your life, you miss out on amazing opportunities and experiences. It's like being at a buffet full of delicious food, but only eating breadsticks because you're too scared to try anything else. So, how do we turn fear from a roadblock into a stepping stone? First, acknowledge it. Don't try to push it away or pretend it's not there. Instead, say, hey fear, I see you, but I'm not letting you run the show today. Next, challenge your fears. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? And then, but what if it goes well? Often, our fears are way more dramatic than reality. Reason number 4, self-love, more like self. Huh? Okay, let's talk about self-love. It's a term we hear all the time, but what does it actually mean? And how do we practice it when our inner critic is louder than a hype squad at a Beyoncé concert? Self-love isn't about being perfect or never having a bad day. It's about accepting yourself, flaws and all. It's about treating yourself with kindness, compassion, and respect, even when you mess up. Think of it this way. Would you talk to your best friend the way you talk to yourself sometimes? Probably not. So why are we so hard on ourselves? We all deserve love, especially from ourselves. Start by noticing the negative self-talk and challenging it. Replace those self-deprecating thoughts with positive affirmations. Instead of saying, I'm so fat, try. My body is strong and capable. It might feel weird at first, but trust me, it gets easier with practice. Reason number 5, negative self-talk. The ultimate buzzkill. Speaking of negative self-talk, let's dive deeper into this joy-stealing, confidence-crushing monster. It's that little voice inside your head that loves to point out your flaws, remind you of your mistakes, and generally make you feel like you're not good enough. Here's the thing. That voice isn't you. It's a product of your past experiences, insecurities, and maybe even some bad influences. But just because it's there doesn't mean you have to listen to it. Think of your negative self-talk like an annoying commercial. You wouldn't let a commercial dictate your life, would you? No way. You'd change the channel, mute the TV, or just straight up ignore it. You can do the same thing with negative self-talk. When you notice those negative thoughts creeping in, acknowledge them, but don't engage. Instead, challenge them with positive affirmations and remind yourself of all the amazing things you've accomplished. Reason number 6, the comparison game. You're gonna lose. We live in a world where it's easier than ever to compare ourselves to others. Social media is full of perfectly curated lives, making it seem like everyone else has it all figured out. Spoiler alert, they don't. But here's the thing. Comparison is a trap. It's a never-ending cycle that leaves you feeling inadequate and insecure. Remember, you're only seeing a highlight reel of other people's lives. You're not seeing the behind-the-scenes struggles, the insecurities, the doubts. Everyone is fighting their own battles, even if they don't show it on Instagram. Instead of comparing yourself to others, focus on your own journey. Celebrate your own accomplishments, no matter how small they may seem. Remember, you're not in competition with anyone but yourself. Your goal is to be the best version of you, not a copy of someone else. Reason number 7, ignoring your needs, the fast track to Burnout City. In a world that glorifies hustle culture and productivity, it's, well, pretty easy to put our own needs on the back burner. We say yes to everything, push ourselves to the limit, and then wonder why we feel burnt out, resentful, and disconnected from ourselves. But here's the thing, you can't pour from an empty cup. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's essential. When you prioritize your own needs, you're better equipped to show up for the people and things you care about. Start by identifying your non-negotiables, the things you need to do every day to feel your best. It could be getting enough sleep, eating nourishing food, moving your body, or spending time in nature. Whatever it is, make it a priority. Reason number 8, self-care. Not just bath bombs and face masks. Let's talk about self-care. It's become a bit of a buzzword lately, but it's more than just bubble baths and face masks, though those are great too. Self-care is about intentionally making choices that nourish your mind, body, and soul. It's about setting boundaries, saying no to things that drain you, and making time for activities that bring you joy. It's about listening to your body and giving it what it needs, whether that's rest, movement, or a giant slice of chocolate cake. No judgment here. Self-care isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. What works for one person might not work for another. Experiment with different activities and find what feels good for you. And remember, self-care is a journey, not a destination. It's about making small, consistent choices that add up to a happier, healthier you. Reason number 9, holding on to past mistakes. Like that time you texted your crush the wrong number. We've all made mistakes. It's part of being human. But sometimes we hold on to those mistakes for way too long, letting them define us and hold us back from moving forward. We replay them in our heads, beat ourselves up, and wonder what if. But here's the thing, you can't change the past. Dwelling on it won't make it disappear. All it does is keep you stuck in a cycle of shame, guilt, and regret. Instead of holding on to past mistakes, try reframing them as learning opportunities. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I grow from this? And then, most importantly, forgive yourself. You deserve it. Our reason number 10, fear of change. The ultimate comfort zone trap. Change can be scary. It's unpredictable, uncomfortable, and often forces us to step outside of our comfort zones. But here's the thing, change is also inevitable. It's the only constant in life. Resisting change is like swimming against the current. It's exhausting and ultimately futile. Instead of fearing change, try embracing it. See it as an opportunity for growth, learning, and new experiences. Remember, you're stronger and more resilient than you think. You've got this. Start by making small changes in your life. Try a new hobby, meet new people, or step outside of your comfort zone in a small way. The more you embrace change, the easier it will become. Thank you, fam, for watching. Till next time, thanks for sticking around. Remember, it's all about taking small steps to improve your relationship with yourself. It's like learning a new dance routine. It takes practice, patience, and a whole lot of self-love. But trust me, the more you practice, the better you'll get at it. And who knows, you might even start enjoying the music. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, stay awesome and love yourself.